Hi, this is Andrew Moore Crispin for Gadget TV on Butterscotch.com, and today we're taking a look at the LG Optimus Pad, aka the LG Optimus G-Slate, aka the model number LG-V905R. Now what this is a full honeycomb tablet running Honeycomb 3.0. It's LG's first real attempt at a tablet. It does feel a little bit like they're kind of trying to throw in a bunch of stuff and see what sticks, but it's a reasonably compelling offering nonetheless. It costs $700, which is probably the biggest black mark against this thing, especially when you compare it against something like the iPad. Now inside here we're running an NVIDIA Tegra 2 processor, 1 gigahertz. We have a gig of RAM and 32 gigs of inbuilt memory. So what's perhaps most interesting about this device is if we take a quick look on the back, you can see we have stereo cameras here, so you can actually shoot 3D video at 1280 by 720, so 720p video in 3D. You can also shoot full 1920 by 1080p video at 30 frames per second if you want to go in single channel. These are both 5 megapixel cameras, and as you can see over here we have an LED flash beside this one. Now the build quality is reminiscent of the Nexus 1. It looks actually very much like the Nexus 1. So it looks like something HTC might have designed. In my opinion, that's very much not a bad thing. If we take a quick look behind this little port here, it's a non-removable battery. Battery's down here, but behind this little access door we have a place where we're going to put our SIM card, and we also get access to a reset button in case the thing ever locks up. On the front we have an 8.9-inch capacitive touch screen. Like I said, we're running the NVIDIA Tegra 2 processor, and behind the resolution on this screen is 1280 by 768. So it is widescreen resolution, not the 4:3 resolution that you'd see on something like an iPad. So really, very well designed for watching movies or playing widescreen games or anything like that. So full honeycomb, as you can see, not much in the way of skinning has been done by LG. In fact, there's no skinning been done by LG. All they've done is included a couple of their own apps. In this case, we'll fire up the 3D camcorder, have a quick look at that. So now if I put my hand in behind here, you can see that it's doing anaglyph style 3D. There was another LG tablet that we saw at CTIA this year that actually has a lenticular display, so you can view as well as record 3D. In this case, you're going to be recording 3D, playing it back in anaglyph on the screen here, or you can plug in an HDMI cable down the bottom here and put it out to your full 3D TV, and then you will get the full 3D experience with no anaglyph glasses required. You'll be required to use the active shutter glasses. It does also work with polarized glasses if you don't want to go the anaglyph route. While we're down here on the bottom, you can see micro B USB port for syncing only, isn't used for charging. We also have 2 copper pins here and 5 more over here. This is for going to be used with dock accessories, keyboard accessories, that kind of stuff, but nothing that's yet been announced. Take a quick look on the top of the device. We have a volume rocker and a hole here that isn't actually referenced in the user manual. We're going to go ahead and assume that's a microphone. Quick look on the top. You have a speaker grill. You have your power and lock button here. You have the 3.5mm headphone jack, and this is actually where you'll plug in to charge. So much rather see an integrated single port where you plug in your micro B USB cable whether you're charging or syncing, but it does include the little adapter that you use to charge it. But like I say, I'd much rather see if you can just plug in on the micro B and charge it and sync it both. So we'll unlock the thing. We could go back home. Now, as you can see on the front of the device, there are no buttons to speak of. That's because all of the buttons are actually built into the Honeycomb operating system. So here we have our home button, we have our multitasking button, and so we can see recent applications we've been using. And we also have a back button down here. If you want to access settings, you can just tap on the settings application, or you can tap down in the bottom right corner here and get access to a couple of settings. So we can change the brightness right here, or we can just tap and get a larger view. Change the brightness here, lock screen orientation, that kind of stuff. And we can also tap settings to get into the full settings menu. So like I say, it does everything that you'd expect a Honeycomb tablet to do. Does 3D video recording and full HD video recording. Biggest strike against, in my opinion, really does have to be the price point, which is $700. If we just really quickly go back into the 3D camcorder mode, you can see here a video that we recorded earlier. So you can see playing back in anaglyph. You can also play it in left and right side by side. So you can kind of see both the channels which were recorded. It's kind of interesting. Like I said, a bit of a gimmick, but kind of neat. But like I say, $700, little on the pricey side. There you have it, a quick look at the LG Optimus Pad, aka LG Optimus G-Slate. For Gadget TV, I'm Andrew Moore Crispin. For more sweet stuff, visit butterscotch.com.